That's not the hour that I'm living in. The hour in time and the OUR of our time, you see. That's not what we've been given. That's not what I'm using. You see, whatever issues you got, that, oh well, work through them some kind of way, because so many of you come down trying to annoy me, you're doing the same thing to me, like, oh, I don't care nothing about him. I don't care how many of us, we're gonna try to make him do this and make him do that. You see, just as you coming at me, so what's the balancing act? I'm thinking the same. I don't care nothing about how you feel, your emotions, because you don't care nothing about how I am, what I'm going through. People through my window all hours of the night, parking across the street, using headlights. You see the disgusting behavior that you use in a childlike way. When you act like an adult, it's evident. But as you act like children, that's even more so. So I treat you like children. I teach you the right way, ignore you at the right times, and keep it moving. Discipline you at the right time. Because this is discipline in the shortest time of the shortest month of the year. So we're gonna try to take the shortest time to heal our families, to get right to it. And these people in the media of what is real, what they're doing, they have no qualms about taking money, stealing money, all of a sudden, trillions, billions of dollars needing all of a sudden. They don't care nothing about how you feel. They don't care nothing about the environment. They don't care nothing about Social Security. Their own kind. They don't care nothing about their own kind. Europeans, they don't care. All they care is how much money can I steal and take back to my country, to where they're from. They have a wall over in Israel, separating them in Palestine. And the Palestinian lives hadn't gotten any better. So when they try to put a wall over in Mexico from the United States, that means somebody's life ain't gonna get better. Because they've shown what happens in South and North Korea. Somebody's lives are not getting better. Like in Africa, which is especially one of the most disgusting aspects on the planet right now in Africa. They don't even have a wall up. They just kill each other just because of tribal differences. That's what's crazy about that. There's not even a wall. In Chicago, there's not a wall. They're just killing each other because of the climactic differences, emotional irritability. You're irritated with each other's emotions. There's not even a wall there. People of color, they don't have to put up a wall. All they gotta do is show you the pretentious life that they're living, and you'll kill one another for that pretentious life that they're living. But they say they're under attack for some reason, and you think they're power people, power-based. They're doing things the proper way. But they tell you, they say they're under attack via computer, and you killing and shooting one another with a gun. Who's actually under attack? You're attacking each other killing each other with guns, and they have all the weapons that can drop bombs on anybody at any time. But they say they're under attack, and you don't know that you are under attack. You see, that's what comes out of us when we address the situation. We must live. This is the shortest month of the year, so we have the shortest amount of time to make this happen. Okay, seasonal change maker. Spring is right around the corner. Seed gathering, planting earth, all of that on a large scale. That's what's coming up next, seasonal change. That's what we're supposed to be paying homage to, being in harmony with. You see? That's where we are right now. And that's what I'm doing. Okay? And that's what these dead people who are dead inside need to know. To be resurrected from that because of your sluggish thoughts. If you don't have that water in you flowing through you, you're not in shape. And you think that someone's attacking you. Just like you're taking orders from them, so they think someone's attacking them via the computer. They're stealing millions, hundreds of trillions of dollars, stealing money and dealing with money, but they're under attack. How many of them are dying on the street corners in their neighborhoods? You let them tell you that. You are attacking each other. Attach to the divine. Become invisible. So you can decide on your injuries. So we can have the least amount of injuries. It can become little scratches and things like that now. Let's let them injuries be just little scratches and marks like that in this peaceful, dominant society that we have. Because we're living in a peaceful, dominant society. We're not living in a crazy world. No, we're not. No. One or two people doing crazy things, shooting up classrooms. No, that doesn't constitute a crazy world, okay? Don't let the smallest numbers determine the outcome. Because if you're not letting the smallest month of the year determine your best, then don't let the smallest number of people who shoot, kill, and chew determine the worst aspect of your society. You see, that's the brain function, that's the mind games they're playing. Only a few people do this. You see, when they try to show shooting out and you kill somebody and that many people killed, no. That's a small number of the millions of people, of the trillions of billions of dollars that they're stealing, which is outrageous, which is taking people out of their welfare, thoughts, and ability, than someone taking a gun and shooting up a school. As traumatic as it is, that number is so small as compared to the number of lives lost and abused in their highly advanced child molestation, pedophilia, sex trafficking on a large scale, from the Vatican to the politics to the transportation companies that participate in that. Underground railroad. They're using the underground railroad to traffic human beings. They know how much it's costing. Where do you get that from? How do you know how much it costs to traffic human beings and not know who's doing it? That is an amazing fact. They give us. I'm not making this up, because the research I get comes through me from just getting in front of this thing and talking, because the thievery, what's the term I gave them? They have people who can deal with what you're trying to see, what you're trying to do, and come out with it before you do, just like the half-freaks traders. We have black people who do that, who know what's going on ahead of time and all of that. Reverend June Gatlin, who on their side. You know who you are, and know that the fall of Russia, when it came, she already knew the fall of Russia was coming. She said that. She predicted the fall of the what we want to call Russia. It was called something else at the time. You see, so that's what they're doing now. They already knew the universe already knew ahead of time what was coming, because she, a black woman, that gift that we always give, she already knew that. So she said that. Look on her page. And I used her too. Use her gift. Because if you can use it, then I use them as they're using us. Yeah. On her page. She said she saw the fall of Russia. So how are you under attack if you got somebody who can see what's happening before it happened? How are you under attack? No, you attached to the divine. Because what? One of our divine human beings is working on your side. Yeah. Let's get to that. One of our divine human beings is working with you. When I came on there as a friend, she had some Jewish man that she had a picture with as her significant other. Suddenly she took it down for some reason. Yeah, they was pictured on lovey-dovey. For some kind of reason, it came down. It was taken down. And she used me as her someone to say, yeah, he's the real deal. And show me some pictures of her light, pictures of lights surrounding her, how much light she has. To prove that, show me her pictures. She say, look at on out the light. You see? So that gift she had, she wanted to share it with me. That's who I am. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's deal with that. One of our gifted people. Go look back and see what things that she could do. And Jamaican dude is the only one who could come in and tell her what was wrong with her, because the medical doctors, all the people she was working with as a child, all those hospitals, didn't know what was going on because she would pass out for days, weeks at a time. It could tell people what they were doing the night before. They'd ask her, what was I doing last night? She bust one dude out, so he was with another woman and all that. Go bring her up. So she tried to say something about me. Say I was a worm and step away from being homeless, all that. So I checked her on that. Showed her the worm, what it really means, the body, what a worm does. You see? Worms eat the soil. Darkness lives in dark. It creates its own light out of the darkness, all that. So she had to apologize for trying to dog me out, right? Yeah. So I appreciate that. I'm not dogging her out now, but this is the beauty of life, of the power that we possess, the prowess, you see, that we possess. Things that we have. When I've challenged myself against the best, with the best, which is I am the greatest of life finders. I came about that, dealing with that. So using her as an example, right now, today, the team that she's on, of what is real, she said she knew the fall of Russia is coming. So all the things that they're saying now, what Russia did, look what it really means. It's a game, is it not? Because all incoming congressmen have to sign a contract saying Israel is this and that, all your things is geared toward Israel. You see? So let's get these people to balance this out. They can't, because they're so caught up, they have the addictive personality, they're paranoid. You have to be paranoid. You have to be on drugs to generationally abuse people without any consciousness. So something's going to go wrong with you. Something is going wrong with you. And that's the truth. And in order to function, you have to have some kind of drug to balance that out, because they cannot withstand the pressure as much as we can. I just showed on there, under the deep water pressure, only the black things that's so deep in that water, underground, most things are here black, the no color things around that deep underwater. In the glass, when you make a glass bubble or something, and the deeper it goes, the tighter it gets, the more pressure it can stand.